Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Excited to be here.
Today we're taking a look at JavaBurn.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one around.
It's that coffee additive that's supposed to supercharge your metabolism and help you lose weight.
Right, all those ads kind of make you wonder, like, is this legit?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're going to be doing today, digging into JavaBurn and seeing if those claims actually hold up.
Sounds like a plan. We're going to need to look at the science behind it.
Exactly. Break down the ingredients, see what the research says, and try to figure out if it's really worth all the hype.
And of course, we're going to keep it real with you guys.
Always. We're not here to sell you on anything, just give you the facts and let you decide for yourselves.
Exactly.
All right, so first off, let's talk about what JavaBurn actually claims to do.
Sure. From what I've gathered, they say it speeds up your metabolism, burns fat, increases energy, reduces hunger, and basically just improves your overall health.
And all that just from adding it to your coffee. That's a pretty bold claim.
It is. They talk about this revolutionary science of nutritional synergy.
Yeah, I saw that on their website. It's all very impressive sounding with their, natural proprietary patent-pending formula.
Right, right.
But I got to ask, is this just clever marketing? Or is there actually something to it?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
So they highlight ingredients like green tea extract, chlorogenic acid, L-theanine, and chromium.
Okay, I've heard of some of those.
Right. And those ingredients do have some potential benefits, but the question is, are they effective in the amounts that are actually in JavaBurn?
Right, and do they really create that synergy with coffee that they're always talking about?
Exactly. That's where we need to dig deeper.
I'm especially curious about the green tea extract.
Yeah.
It's like everywhere these days touted as this amazing metabolism booster.
It's true. Green tea extract is pretty popular, but I've also heard mixed things about it. Yeah, so green tea extract does contain these compounds called catechins. Yeah, and specifically one called EGCG. And these have been linked to a slight increase in metabolism and fat oxidation.
Okay, but is that increase enough to actually make a difference?
That's the catch. The study showed the effects are generally pretty small, and they vary a lot from person to person.
So not a magic bullet then, more like a gentle nudge?
Pretty much.
Okay.
It might contribute to weight loss as part of a broader healthy lifestyle, but it's not going to melt away pounds overnight.
Gotcha. So green tea extract may be helpful, but not a miracle worker.
Right.
All right, what about this chlorogenic acid? They make it sound pretty important.
Yeah, chlorogenic acid is interesting because it's found in green coffee beans.
Oh, so before they're roasted.
Exactly. And it's believed to have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties.
Which is always a good thing.
Definitely. Some research also suggests that it might influence blood sugar regulation.
Oh, interesting.
And even reduce how many carbs your body absorbs.
So that could potentially help with weight management?
Right, potentially. However, just like with green tea extract, the evidence isn't rock solid. More research is definitely needed.
Okay, so we've got two ingredients down, green tea extract and chlorogenic acid. Some potential, but no guarantees.
Exactly.
Let's move on to L-theanine. Now, that one always makes me think of relaxation and focus, not necessarily weight loss.
Yeah, you're right. L-theanine is an amino acid that's commonly associated with calming effects.
I usually find it in teas.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not directly linked to weight loss in the way that people traditionally think about it.
So what's it doing in JavaBurn?
My theory is that it's included to potentially counteract any jitters from the caffeine in coffee.
That makes sense. So it's more about creating a smoother energy boost rather than directly impacting metabolism.
Right.
Okay, that's interesting. All right, last ingredient on their list, chromium.
Yeah.
What's the story with that one?
So chromium plays a role in how your body processes sugar. It's an essential mineral that's involved in insulin sensitivity and nutrient metabolism.
Okay, I've heard of chromium supplements for blood sugar control.
Right. And there's been some research suggesting that chromium supplements might help regulate blood sugar levels.
Which could then lead to reduced cravings and potentially support weight loss.
Exactly. However, like many of the ingredients here, more research is needed.
So it seems like JavaBurn's ingredient list is a bit of a mixed bag, with some components having more scientific backing than others.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
But nothing really jumps out as this groundbreaking, revolutionary weight loss solution.
Right. It's important to remember that the effects of these ingredients are likely to be modest at best.
And even then, only if they're included in sufficient doses, which is something we can discuss later.
Definitely.
That actually brings up a good point. Their website is packed with testimonials and before and after pictures. The classic marketing tactics.
I've seen those.
But they also mention research supporting the effectiveness of JavaBurn. It all feels a bit vague.
I I noticed that too.
Have you come across any independent peer-reviewed studies specifically on this product?
That's where things get a little murky. I haven't been able to find any independent peer-reviewed research on JavaBurn specifically.
Yeah.
They mention research on their website, but they don't go into specifics.
That's a little suspicious.
It always raises a red flag for me.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? It's easy to get swept up in the marketing, especially when it comes to weight loss. Everyone's looking for that quick fix,
Right.
and they even dedicate a whole podcast episode to comparing JavaBurn to other weight loss methods. They talk about how it's superior to things like fat-burning pills and detox teas, claiming those are harsher and less effective.
Yeah, I heard that episode. That comparison is interesting, but it's important to be wary of oversimplifications.
Definitely.
While some fat-burning pills might rely on high doses of stimulants with potential side effects, and detox teas might primarily focus on water weight loss. It's not fair to lump all products into those categories.
Right.
JavaBurn tries to position itself as a gentler, more natural option, but again, without solid scientific evidence, it's tough to validate those claims.
It sounds like we need to do some serious detective work here.
Absolutely. We need to unpack those marketing tactics, dissect those ingredient dosages, and see if this nutritional synergy they keep talking about actually holds up to scrutiny.
I'm ready to dive in. Let's pick this apart in part 2.
Let's do it.
We'll be right back after a short break. Okay, so we're back and ready to dig deeper into this JavaBurn thing.
Yeah, last time we kind of left off with some questions about their claims and the lack of solid research.
Exactly. And one thing that really stood out to me was the whole ingredient dosage thing.
Right, because even if an ingredient has shown some benefits in studies, if it's only present in a tiny amount, it's unlikely to make a real difference.
That's a great point. So what do we know about JavaBurn's ingredient dosages?
Well, that's the thing, that information isn't readily available.
Really?
They list the ingredients on their website, but not the specific quantities.
That's a little frustrating. Makes it kind of hard to assess whether the dosages are actually enough to have any noticeable effects.
Exactly. It's a lack of transparency that always makes me a little wary.
Yeah, you'd think if they had strong evidence to support their claims, they'd be shouting it from the rooftops.
Right.
But instead, they're relying on these testimonials and before and after pictures, which, let's be honest, can be easily manipulated.
Absolutely. Testimonials and visual evidence can be compelling, but they're not a substitute for rigorous scientific data.
Right.
It's easy to cherry-pick positive stories, and even genuine results might be due to other factors like diet and exercise, not just the supplement itself.
So we need to take those testimonials with a grain of salt.
Definitely.
Okay, but what about this whole nutritional synergy thing that they emphasize so much? Is there actually any scientific basis for the claim that these ingredients work better together when combined with coffee?
That's a good question. The concept of synergy in nutrition is definitely interesting, and it's true that certain nutrients can enhance each other's absorption or effectiveness.
Okay, so like iron and vitamin C? Vitamin C helps your body absorb iron better.
Exactly.
But is there any evidence to support that JavaBurn's ingredients have that same synergistic effect with coffee?
Not that I've seen. The specific synergistic effects of JavaBurn's ingredients with coffee haven't been scientifically proven.
So more of a marketing buzzword than a proven scientific principle.
It seems that way.
Okay, so it sounds like they're trying to create this aura of complexity, like there's some secret formula at play.
It definitely creates that impression. But from a scientific perspective, it's important to separate the hype from the reality.
Right. And that's exactly why we're doing this deep dive.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's shift gears a bit. We talked earlier about how JavaBurn positions itself as a superior alternative to fat-burning pills and detox teas.
Right.
But they all make big promises. So how do we as consumers actually discern what's genuinely effective and what's just clever marketing?
That's a great question, and it's a challenge for sure. There's so much noise in the weight loss industry that it's easy to feel overwhelmed and confused.
Yeah.
I think a good starting point is to look beyond the marketing claims and focus on the underlying mechanisms.
Okay.
How does the product actually claim to work? And does that align with what we know about human physiology and metabolism?
So in JavaBurn's case, they're claiming that this combination of ingredients boosts metabolism and helps with fat burning. Does that hold up scientifically?
Well, let's break it down.
Yeah.
Metabolism is essentially the process of your body converting food into energy. A faster metabolism means you burn more calories at rest.
Right.
And some ingredients in JavaBurn, like green tea extract, have been shown to increase metabolism slightly.
Okay, but is that increase significant enough to actually make a difference in weight loss?
That's the key question. And is it sustainable?
Right. Can you maintain that metabolic boost over time just by adding this powder to your coffee?
Exactly. That's where things get tricky.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
There's no magic bullet when it comes to weight loss. Sustainable weight management requires a multifaceted approach that addresses diet, exercise, sleep, stress levels, and overall lifestyle factors.
It's about creating a healthy environment for your body to thrive, not just relying on a supplement to do all the work.
Exactly.
Speaking of healthy environments, I did want to touch on the fact that JavaBurn really emphasizes its natural formula.
Right. All natural.
Yeah, but does natural always equate to safe or effective?
That's an excellent point, and it's a common misconception.
Mm.
Just because something is derived from natural sources doesn't automatically make it safe or effective.
Good point.
For example, poison ivy is natural, but you wouldn't want to rub it on your skin.